I'm on call, so we may have to end up with soon. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it in, but I did want to get this set up. Turn some of that noise off for now. Yeah, that way I can see the stream if it's working. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Back that down a little bit. There's somebody that I moved to another frequency. Can't hear me. Got hung up watching a little kid before me around. How about mercy? 3:30? Mercy. I don't know. About 3:42. Is the frequency in use? 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 Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec.
All right, nothing heard. This is Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec, the raw ham calling CQ 20, CQ20, Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec, the raw ham calling CQ on 20 and standing by. CQ, Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec calling CQ on 20 and standing by. CQ, Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec, the raw ham calling CQ on 20 and listening. CQ, Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec, the raw ham calling CQ and listening. CQ, Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec, the raw ham taking anybody, anywhere. We'd love to get you in the log. Please come with your call. CQ. This is Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec, the raw ham calling CQ and listening. CQ, Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec calling CQ on 20, CQ20, Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec calling CQ and standing by.
Kilo Quebec 4 Bravo Sierra Tango.
Kilo Quebec 4 Bravo, was that Sierra Tango?
QSL.
All right, I was getting to wonder. I wasn't getting nobody, and looks like you in Alabama, Marvin, Houston County. Help me out. Where's that at?
Yes, in the southern part of Alabama. It's located. If I drive to the east, I'm about 15 miles from Georgia, and to the south, I'm about 10 miles from Florida. So that's where I'm located.
Ah, okay. So yeah, you're way east. Okay, I got you. Well, I grew up on a little barrier island south of Mobile called Dauphine Island, I guess how you're supposed to pronounce it. But my redneck ways won't let me say it that way, Roger.
Yeah, I've got somebody in state the other day that's up in, up in the north part of Alabama, and they come in pretty good on this band. Usually I don't get people on meters.
Yeah, Roger that. Well, I'm actually in Oklahoma. I moved up here back in, I see it populated now there in Dothan. Yeah, I know exactly where you're talking about. Now, that Houston just throwed me off, but I moved up here back in 18. I don't know, it might have been 16 or so. No, it might have been around 12 or 15 when I moved to Louisiana. Roger?
Yeah, the only time I went through Oklahoma, I drove through Oklahoma when I retired from the military out of Fort Huachuca, and I drove through Oklahoma, parts of Oklahoma, and the top of the panhandle of Texas, and that's how the route I took. I remember it's one of them real hot summers.
Oh, Roger, on the hot summers. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It gets pretty warm. Matter of fact, looking at ham clock, it says 92 right now, and here it is, 7 o'clock.
And it's 79 degrees here in Dothan, Alabama right now, 79 degrees.
Roger on the Dothan. Well, and our humidity's actually low today, but I was going to say, I bet y'all got a dose of humidity, huh?
Well, today the humidity's not really bad. I went outside, it was rather pleasant, had a breeze, and it was pretty nice outside. That's not compared to the last few days. but mostly this week it would rain, then the sun would come out, it would rain, and the sun would come out, and the humidity was terrible. But I was brought up in South Georgia when I was a kid around Waycross, and it was really bad there.
Yeah, Roger that. I got a buddy of mine who lives over in Jay, Florida. He's an operator as well. I think he's been kind of busy here lately and hadn't really been on. But yeah, so I know what you're talking about. I got some friends that lives out that way too, out near Dothan. I can't remember the name of that little town, but either way. Well, man, I meant to tell you, I'm streaming you live on YouTube, and I've got you a good 5'9". You're up and down with the band, but I'm gonna give you a 5'9", Roger.
Yeah, you got a good 5'9". I'm talking to you on my vertical antenna, and it's very unusual that I get a good 5'9" on the vertical antenna, but it seems to be working really good today.
Roger that, man. Yeah, propagation is definitely with us today. I'm running a FT710 with a homebrew fan dipole with the apex at about right at 50 feet. And I've pulled all the elements in different directions, and it's kind of making like makeshift guy wires for my mast. Over.
Yeah, I'm running a Comet antenna CH250HD, and don't require radios for the antenna, but the antenna is resonant. Half the time I don't even have to use the tuner on it. It works very good on 17 meters. It works really good on 17 meters, and only one it really don't work very well on is, I think, the 180 meters or 160 meters. That requires a tuner, but the tuner really struggles to tune it in.
Yeah, Roger, I can't get on 80 or anything with this one. I have plans to put up a delta loop. I'm wanting to do a 80 meter delta loop, horizontal delta loop. One day, I just got to get a little cooler out here before I do it. I got another bit of tower that I want to put up and kind of go from there, Roger.
Roger, I'm talking to you on the 710, on FT710 as well. But mine's got antenna I got to about 30 feet high, and they have some height restrictions here because I'm on an airport approach, and they're kind of funny if you get too high.
Oh yeah, I can definitely understand that for sure. Well, man, I appreciate you stopping by this evening. I see looks like you got a good email in QRZ. A little bit later on, I'll shoot you a QSL card, and definitely appreciate making the contact. This will be the first time I've got you in the log there, Roger.
I'll put you in my log as well. I'll put you on QRZ. That's the only one I got right now. I'm been trying to put on the logbooks of the world, but there's a lot of stuff you have to do to get that thing on.
Yeah, it took me about 6 months before I ever even tried, well, probably longer than that, probably about 10 months before I ever even tried to tackle it. Finally, I got it, and then pushed everything from QRZ over there. And then here recently, I added a club log, and other than setting it up where it pushes it there, I hadn't even looked at it, don't know nothing about the site. Over.
Yeah, I'm going to also put parts on the air thing on there and start doing that, because I've got a FT891. That's really a workhorse. That one is real good. I'm going to take it out and set it up portable because I got a vertical antenna I can set up and everything set up and working in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I hear you. I've got a little homebrew vertical. It's kind of like the poor man's POTA Performer with a fishing pole and some wire. And I love working POTA, and it's been so hot and then work and different things I hadn't been able to go. So it won't be long though. I was talking to somebody today about maybe trying to get out Friday evening once the sun goes down. We'll just see how it goes. Over.
Over. I'm gonna start. First of all, I'm just gonna start going mobile for a while. Just go to different locations and setting up and just call it a mobile unit. Do it that way for a while and just find a good area. Pull in, set my car, run the coax outside the window of my car and set the little antenna up.
Hey, that'll work. I got a buddy of mine that does that, and I think that's what he's got, the 891, I believe. That is a good little radio, for sure. I'm kind of turning into a Yaesu guy, but we'll just see how that goes. You never know. Well, all right, bud. Well, I want to try to make a few more, but I appreciate you coming and letting me get you in the logbook, especially somebody from Alabama. Always kind of warms my heart. Of course, I didn't mention it, but I need to. You ain't gonna get offended if I say Roll Tide, are you?
No, you know, I won't be offended.
I hear you, man. Well, it's all in fun. Every now and again, I'll get somebody from Alabama, and they don't like it. So, but it is what it is, and like I say, it's all in fun. Well, 73 is my friend. Thanks again, and check out my YouTube channel. Use the first one on this live stream tonight, and here we are at the 15-minute mark. I think you come in around 5-6 minutes. So, check it out, man. You'll hear what your radio sound like up here in Oklahoma on my end. Until next time, 73.
My VHF van on 2 meters, fixing to get it from Defuniak Springs.
Defuniak Springs, that's where I was thinking about, my buddy. I couldn't think of that place. All right, my friend. Well, we kind of doubled there for a minute, but 73s, appreciate you coming to the call and get you in the log. You have a great one, my friend.
73.
All right, this is KJ5GVQ to Roham. Calling CQ20 and standing by. CQ20, CQ20, Kilo, Juliet 5, Golf Victor, Quebec, calling CQ on 20 and standing by.
Kilo, Romeo 4, Alpha Tango, India.
Alright, there was a couple of y'all in there. I think it was a Kilo, Romeo 4.
Alpha Tango India. I saw you pop up on the YouTube channel. I just wanted to say hi quickly so I could hear my radio. So I won't hold you up too long. I just want to stop in and say hi real quick.
Oh, absolutely, David. I appreciate you coming by, man. Always good to get folks that talked to before. And man, you are loud and proud tonight. Are you running some power?
A little bit, about 500 watts, and I changed my audio settings a little bit, and that's kind of why I was curious to see what it sounded like on the other end. I'm the one who reached out and asked you for the frequency. It's kind of a little glare on your screen on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I know last week it come in clear, and that was the first time it had ever come in that clear. I don't know what I did, but I couldn't get it to do right tonight. So, yeah, that's fine, bud. Well, I appreciate you swinging in there. And check it out, man. That radio is loud and proud. I want you to know. Big 5.9 signal in Oklahoma tonight.
QSL, and you sound good as well. I don't know if you're doing 10 watts tonight, but either way, it sounds good just like last time. So I'll say 73 until next time.
All right, my friend. Yeah, I've got you a good solid 10 over. I'm running 100 watts. That was just kind of a fluke thing I did last week, and every now and again I'll roll down. You know how it goes. Change it up a bit. Well, appreciate you coming in there, David, and I'm going to see if I can't get a few more 73s. Until next time, my friend, KJ5GVQ.
73.
Kilowatt Mike 7, Oscar Hotel.
All right, I heard an Alpha station. Stand by. I've got Kilowatt Mike 7, and help me out with the rest of it.
It's no problem, Richie. Kilowatt Mike 7, Oscar Hotel, KM7OH. Kim in Silver Springs is like, this is QC number 8, so we've talked before.
Yeah, I recognize the voice there. Definitely recognize the voice. So I just couldn't put it with the call sign. Now we've got 8 or so. I ought to know it, Roger.
No requirement. Hey, I'm 75, and if I remember what I did yesterday, I'm having a good day.
Roger that, man. I know what you're saying. Well, I'll be 52 next month, and well, there you go. See, now I can't even remember. Am I going to be 50? I think I'll be 52, 51. Hell, I don't know. 51 maybe. We'll go with that. That sounds better.
God, Richie, you sound just like me, and isn't that embarrassing? Because, I have to sit here and go, okay, let's see, you were born in 1951, and this is 2025. well, come October, I guess that makes you 74. I mean, upper level math really confuses me now.
Yeah, math has never been my strong suit. I never could get enough fingers and toes. But you know what? Them teachers always told me, you ain't gonna have a calculator hanging around. And look, I've got access to I don't know how many. You know, they're on my phone. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I know, but when we were kids, they weren't. 52. God, you're a youngster. But anyway, math in my head. Well, I could still do it. I'm really kind of exaggerating, but it's kind of funny. Years ago, I had a phone call. Well, no, I was trying to change my cell service for Verizon to somewhere else, and the guy on the phone said, "Well, what is your age?" And I said, "Jesus, let me think about that." And then I finally blew up. I said, "You know what? If you don't know, then I don't need your business. Just go away." But it was one of those weird moments.
Oh yeah, you get them. I know what you're saying, and I'm like, what difference does that make? Are you gonna cut me a break, or are you gonna rake me over the coals? If you're gonna cut me a break, tell me what number I need to be, and that's what I'll be. Ha ha.
Isn't that the truth? You know, and I read just today on the internet that car insurance companies legally can't ask you there's a number of questions that they ask. Your age, your gender. There's a number of questions that they ask, and they even actually go into your credit report, and they can't really legally do that.
Yeah, I don't know what your credit's got to do with anything. I saw something the other day when I was at the doctor, and everything's on the screen now as they're doing it, and I could have swore it said something about my credit on there, and I'm like, oh, well, what difference does that make? I don't know. But either way, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think these AI robots have kind of figured out some correlation. You're sitting in a doctor's office and you're there for this, okay, whatever this is, and the robots go, okay, last time we did this, if the credit score is below 750, there's a really good chance he's probably never going to pay his bill, so we're just going to bounce him.
That's it, man. That's just what I felt like, and I didn't want to bring it up. Normally, if something's on my mind, I'll let them have it, but I didn't bring it up, so it is what it is. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you coming in there. I know I got a couple waiting, or at least they was. But it's good chatting with you, and don't be a stranger. I didn't look to see when our last one was, but I feel like it wasn't too long ago.
No, last one was July 31st.
Yep.
7-3, Richie. Fun as always, and you take care of yourself. KM7 always.
You too, my friend. Yeah, and it was the 31st there. Have a good one, my friend, and good chatting with you. We'll catch you next time, Kim. 73. There was an Alpha station, Alpha something, I didn't get it all. Kim coming there on top of you. But love to get you in a log if you're still there.
Alpha Golf, 6 Whiskey Golf, America, Germany, 6 Whiskey, Germany, Terry in San Diego, California.
Roger, San Diego, Terry in San Diego. Got you in there. You're a little light, but I've got you probably about a 5'5", 5'6". We'll say 5'6". How you doing? It's the first time I've ever got you in a log. All right, I didn't get all that. You really kind of faded on me. Sound like you said you was running a 7300, and I believe you give me a 5.7. Is that a Roger? Gotcha, ICOM 718. How much power are you running? I'm kind of curious. I don't know what the bands look like. I hadn't really looked at VoaCap. Hey, Roger that, man. Well, it's definitely working. It's getting you over here to Oklahoma. And I'm running a barefoot 710 at 100 watts with a fan dipole, a homebrew fan dipole with the apex at about 50 feet. Over.
Okay, that sounds pretty good too. Okay, I'll let you go for now. I'll just take care of it. 650 Route 73.
All right, Terry, 73, and I don't know if you'd heard from earlier, but I'm streaming us live on YouTube. So if you want to check out the channel, we're right now at the 25-minute mark on tonight's live stream. Over.
Okay, I'll check it out. Thanks for the contact. 73.
Yeah, you as well. 73. QRZ for KJ5GVQ. CQ20. CQ20, Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor Quebec, the raw ham, calling CQ on 20 and standing by. CQ20, Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor Quebec, the raw ham, calling CQ on 20 and listening. Anybody, anywhere, CQ, this is KJ5GVQ. Love to get you in a log. Please come with your call. Kilo something, I think it was ending Tango Zulu.
Roger, Kilo 3,
Kilo 3, Alpha Tango Zulu. Charles in Florida, down around Jacksonville, I see. How you doing this evening, bud? It's the first time I've got you in the log. Yeah, Charles, I gotta agree with you. The band is definitely a little weird tonight. I've got you 5-5, and I copied your 5-6. And I didn't get all of it, but I think you was wondering where I'm at. I'm in central Oklahoma, a little town called Chandler, which is about an hour east of Oklahoma City. Over. Man, I could have swore you said something about Pensacola, but I couldn't. You was down in the weeds. I couldn't hardly make you out. Try again. Roger, I got you that time. Okay, name's Richie, and I'm in central Oklahoma. Richie, central Oklahoma. QSL? Alright, yeah, the call is Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor Quebec. Kilo Juliet 5, Germany Victoria Queen. Roger? Yeah, I heard. I got QSL on the call, and I think you said I dropped to a 5-3, and you as well. I really couldn't hardly make out that last transmission. Oh goodness, no wonder. I'm still set up in data mode. I'm sure that helped. think I heard you say 73 a couple of times. I really couldn't hardly make you out. But thank you for coming to the call the first time I got you in the log. And 73, my friend. All right, we'll break with K3ATZ and call CQ. CQ20 Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec. Raw Ham calling CQ and listening.
Kilo Hotel 6 Charlie Tango.
Kilo Hotel 6 Charlie Tango. QSL?
Roger, that's the call. KTH is Central Florida, but I got the call years and years ago when I lived in Hawaii. Name is Steve, Sierra Tango Hotel Victor Echo. Over.
Roger that, Steve. Is that you pictured there on your QRZ page?
Say again?
I say, is that you drawn in that picture on QRZ?
Yep, that's, well, no, that's not really me. I copied that from somewhere on the web, over.
I got you there. I was curious. I was like, man, he kind of got that Popeye look going. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, man. Well, how you doing down in Gainesville?
Things are doing just fine. Weather's nice. It's cooling off a little bit, and we're looking good down here. By the way, what radio are you using? I see on your webpage it's a FTDX something or other.
No, it's the FT710. It's in a Go box. I take it portable a lot. It's got a battery, and I got my power supply in there, where I can just unhook the coax and pull the power cord out of the back of the power supply and run out the door. Kind of makes it easy. And then there's a Kenwood TS820S on the table to the right there. Over.
Okay, sounds good. I knew it was a Yaesu of some type or one or the other. The F10's really nice, especially when you want to pack it up and take out the door with it. Nice radio there. I'm using one close to that. It's a FTDX10, so we're both in the same Yaesu bucket. Okay, don't want to hold you. Pleasure speaking with you the first time, and look forward to another QSO now and then. Over.
Hey, that sounds like a plan. Yes, definitely good to get you in here. Now, I've got you a good solid 5.9, and I'm streaming us live on YouTube on my YouTube channel, so if you want to hear what that radio sounded like on my end, check out my live stream tonight, and we're currently at the 33-minute mark. Over.
Okay, sounds good. I'd like to do that. I want to see what my audio really sounds like. I never have done that before, so we'll give it a shot on your setup there. Your 5.9 plus 10 last time I looked up at the meter, really nice signal. We'll say 73, and have a good evening, and make a lot of more contacts. Over.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming in there, and yeah, you're probably 10 over, and probably even close to 20 a few times, for sure. Sounding great. 73, my friend. Thanks again, and hopefully catch you down the band.
Okay, 73.
This is KJ5GVQ to Raw Ham. Calling CQ on 20 and standing by.
Kilo Charlie 5 Zulu Charlie Victor.
Let me see if I got that. Kilo Charlie 5 Zulu Charlie Victor. QSL?
QSL, Ricky.
Man, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to have to turn this thing down. You're about to blow me out of my chair over there, Pablo.
Well, let me tell you something about your modulation here, Ricky. You're booming, brother.
Roger. Well, I'm just running a barefoot FT710 Now I will tell you, I played around with the parametrics on the mic gain, mic control, and all, and I think it's really paying off for me. Over.
Oh, yes, sir. You sure did a nice job with that, Ricky. Did a beautiful job with that, man. That modulation of yours is sounding like broadcast kind of quality there. Congratulations on that 710. What is it you're using, Ricky? Over?
It's a homebrew fan dipole, and I pulled the elements all in different directions, and they're kind of making like a makeshift guy for the mast. I got 25 foot of tower with right at 25 foot of mast out of the top of it, holding all that up close to 50 feet. Over.
Roger, Roger. Well, it's doing a marvelous job. Don't move it, Ricky. Don't move it. By the way, your report here with me is a 5, 9 plus 10, and sometime over 20. So, hey, again, congratulations. You had a wonderful job. Hope you're hearing me just as well out there where you at. And I'm in Falcon Heights, Texas. The name here, like you said, is Pablo. And I'm using also 100 watts on an end-fed 80-meter antenna. Over.
Roger that, man. Well, it's definitely doing a fine job for you. I honestly thought you was running some power. You do have a beautiful, crisp signal. You know, it ain't splattered going all over. Now, what rig are you running?
All right, you ain't gonna believe this, Ricky. But this is a FT857D, a tiny little thing here. And like I said, with that end-fed antenna. That's all I'm using here, Ricky. Over.
Roger that. I was looking the other day about those radios. I believe that's that little one that they discontinued, isn't it?
Yes, sir. That's the one. That's the one. And I did tweak around with it. Did my little adjustments on audio here, so I'm hoping I did the right thing also. Over.
Absolutely, my friend. Well, hey, check out my YouTube channel. I'm streaming us live. And you'll get to hear how loud you are, man. Be prepared to turn your volume down a little. Over.
Roger, you will do, Ricky. Thank you for picking it up. Appreciate it. Over.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to get you in the log for the first time. I usually stream pretty much every Wednesday unless I got work, which I'm on call tonight. I didn't think I was going to get to do it. But, yeah, man, come find me anytime. And you can see I'm always doing something crazy with POTA or siren test or something. 73s, my friend. Thanks again.
Roger, have a good one, Mickey. 73 to you, bro. And this ain't gonna be the last time, I promise that. Kilo KJ5, Golf Victor, Quebec. This is Kilo KJ5, Zulu Charlie Victor, Falcon Heights, Texas. Have a good one, 73, brother.
You too, my friend. We'll clear with Kilo Charlie 5, Zulu Charlie Victor, and I'll be calling CQ20. Anybody, anywhere.
Whiskey, Quebec 9, Victor. Before, Golf November Delta.
All right, I got a bunch of y'all in there. I think there was a Whiskey Quebec.
Whiskey, Quebec 9, Victor. You got it right. Name's Ken out of Brownsville, Texas.
That Whiskey, I thought you said 9, but it really kind of throwed me for a loop there, Ken. Oh man, I like that cool cat you got up there, that aviation kitty on your QRZ.
Thank you very much. I didn't catch your call sign there. Let me get it from you.
Yeah, Roger, it's Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor Quebec. Roger.
Alright, I got you my log there. Yeah, I got that from another ham, and he had it up on his page, and I said, where did you get that? I like it. So, there it should be. He's up there going meow, meow.
Meow, meow. Roger that. That's pretty cool, man. I like it. I like it. Well, I've got a good copy on you. You bumping 5.9, 5.8, 5.9. We'll go 5.9. But sounding definitely good. Check me out on YouTube, man, and you'll hear what I'm hearing up here in Oklahoma. Over.
Oh, roger that. Well, hey, I like your raw ham picture there. That's cool.
I appreciate that, man. My daughter put that together for me. Originally, I started doing a net on Wednesday, and the whole raw ham thing, where it come from, was the group out of New Orleans, the Rare Ones. You remember when they had all that deal went down last New Year's and there on Bourbon Street? Well, anyway, they didn't have a net that night. It was that night, and me and my buddy got on their frequency, you know, called, asked, there wasn't nobody on there, and anywho, we wound up kind of taking over the net, and they started calling us the raw ones, and so it kind of stuck there, Roger.
Roger that. Well, hey, I signed your logbook there, and I'll go and look you up on QRZ here just a little bit here. I mean, on the YouTube here just a little bit. Take care.
All right, buddy. Yeah, it looks like we worked before. I didn't even pick up on that to begin with, but yeah, appreciate you stopping by, Ken. 73. Hope to catch you down a log another time.
73.
QRZ, I wished I would have wrote somebody down, but I didn't get all y'all. QRZ, KJ5GVQ. All right, anybody, anywhere, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec to Rawham calling CQ.
Kilo Alpha 4 Golf November Delta.
All right, let me make sure I got it right. Kilo Alpha 4 Golf November Delta. QSL?
QSL, name is Ricky, I'm located in Virginia.
Roger that, Ricky. Man, it don't seem like I've got too many Virginians in the logbook, Roger.
Well, I guess we'll add one more tonight then. That way you can increase your numbers.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Man, is that a GX, a FT757 GX2 there on the left?
Yes, it is, and since that picture was taken, I've got the matching antenna unit to go with it.
Oh man, that's nice. That was my first HF rig. I passed my test. I got my general. I got my technician last a year ago June, and I was talking to a guy. I met him on a repeater, and he said that he'd make me a heck of a deal on an HF rig if I passed my test. And so I got to talking to him. I went by and I looked at it and I said, well, how much you want for it? He said, I'm going to give it to you if you pass your test. He said, a fella give it to me and I want to pass it on. Excuse me. But yeah, man, I was super proud. And I run it for a long time, and I got a Yaesu tuner, and contacts got dirty in it, and I blowed the finals up in it. And man, it just made me sick. Roger?
Oh man, I can understand that. A friend of mine who lives only a few miles from here, he gets all kinds of ham radio equipment over the years. He has two of those Yaesu FC757 automatic antenna tuners that match my 757 GX. And he said he didn't know which one worked the best, so he said, take them both, play with them, see which one you like the best. You keep that one, bring the other one back, and I did that. Now I'd like to have the matching speaker and power supply to go with it.
Yeah, I heard that. Man, I love the radio. That would really look pretty neat. I had a friend of mine, I can't think of what Kenwood that is. I've got a TS820 sitting next to me that I got when I took a tower down for a fella that was getting out, and he gave me this radio. And I've used it a couple of times, or a few times actually. I got a little something going on with the mic. I think some of the knobs are a little dirty from it sitting, but I actually love working. Anyway, where I was going is that buddy of mine, he brought his power supply over, and I forget what Kenwood that is, but he's got that. He's got like the matching power supply and not a tuner, but a speaker for it. And it really looks sharp all together.
What I'm talking on right now is the Kenwood TS2000 100 watts all multi-band radio. And sitting next to it is the Kenwood TS430X. And also, since that picture was taken, I have added a Tiger G90 that's sitting up here. What else is new? Got a digital watt meter, got rid of a couple of things. I did today. I went outside and played around the antenna today for 20 meters, the 17-foot width.
Oh man, that's pretty interesting there. That's a good deal. Now I could tell you swap radios or mics or something, because it definitely, the audio changed. It wasn't as throaty, if you will, is what I would call it. You got quite the collection there, and I would love to see an updated picture. But yeah, man, doing a mighty fine job. You did drop in signal, but I think that's just band conditions. Over.
So by the way, you are a 10 over. Most of the time 5'9", every once in a while you'll be a good 10. No problem there on the single. Yeah, I do have a new microphone I've been playing with. I did use a hand mic, and then I'm using one of these Delta M2 desk mics, and it's got controls on it to adjust the tone and the modulation. I kind of play around with that every once in a while.
Hey, Roger that. Well, I'm streaming us live on YouTube, so check out the channel of my live stream tonight, and right now we're at 46 minutes in, so you'll hear what your audio sounded like. You'll be able to tell the difference between what you was on earlier and what you're on now.
Okay, look up your YouTube channel by your call.
Yeah, it's my call, the Raw Ham, and I'll get you on QRZ, and I got a link to it in my QRZ also, but you shouldn't have a problem finding it. That's one of the reasons why I like to do this. I know there's a ton of people that do it, and then when we started that net back in January, a friend of mine out of North Carolina was streaming for me, and then he's like, man, you need to start streaming it, and that's kind of how I got started. I'm just having a ball with it, you know. I ain't got no grand youngins yet, not in no hurry by any means, but when I do have, they'll have something that they can laugh at me, you know.
That sounds like fun. They will enjoy that. While we're talking, I'm going to make a change on the modulation. Right now, it's set on a 3. I was told that changes the depth by going to a 5, which I am now at a 5. It picks up too much of the background noise. I've got a window air conditioning unit. I'm on a 5 now. It picks up the hum from that air conditioning unit. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely think you sounded better on the 3. It's not as throaty to me. It's not as bassy. It's more high. I can tell it's picking up background noise, but I can't tell it's an air conditioner. Over.
Okay, back on the 3. I'm going to adjust the tune now. It's on a 4. I'm going to turn it down to a 2, which that should make it a little bit more higher frequency tone.
Yeah, you might have went just a touch too much, I'm going to say. But there again, it could have been banned. Give me another string of audio. Where you at now?
Okay, right now I'm on a 2. I have the tone set at 2. It goes from low at 1 and all the way up to 4. That's the 2. I was originally on a 4.
Yeah, take it back. I'm thinking take it back to a 4. I don't know. It looks like the conditions are changing too, though. So it's kind of hard for me to tell. Over.
Roger, you're still a good F9, Roger. Yeah, F9, 5'9", a little bit of a 10 every now and then. I'm back on the 4, and I'm back on it 4 for the tone and 3 for the modulation, which that seems to be the best that I have found from what other people have told me.
Yeah, I'm liking where it's sounding right now. But like I say, man, check it out, and you'll know exactly what you did and see how you like it. That's what matters. Over.
That's right. The only problem is, until I look at your video, there it is. You have no idea what other people getting your sounds like. You have no way of knowing the actual sound of it without someone telling you.
Right. Yeah, I know what you mean. So did you actually change radios for earlier?
No, I changed the antennas. I just flipped from a 10 to 80 meter vertical that I've got ground mounted on one side of the house to the quarter wave verticals on the other side of the house.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right, because I definitely think the way it was working out, the other antenna sounded better. I had a better reception of you on the other antenna, unless it's just band conditions, So if you want to switch back over, and we'll see if it makes a difference.
Okay, right now I am on the 10 through 80 meter vertical, 10 to 80 meter vertical, set on the ground with 16 ground radials up under it.
Roger, standing by, waiting on you to switch.
Okay, now I'm back on the quarter wave vertical with 12 ground radial. Quarter wave vertical, 12 ground radial.
Yeah, and I've got a stronger copy on you there. You come up a considerable amount. On that other, when we was talking, you was bouncing between a 7 and an 8, and now we're 8 to a 9, and every now and again a little bit of plus. Over.
Roger that, Kilo Alpha 4 Golf November Delta 5D. Yeah, with the quarter wave, I've got it cut for 12 meters. 20 meters, and I don't have to use a tuner. It's resonant all the way across the voice portion of the band. Now, obviously, the vertical I've got out there, the 10 to 80, I do have to use the internal tuner on the Kenwood.
Hey, I got you there. Well, that's the way my fan is. I don't really need a tuner. I can get away without it, but I tune it up, but it don't take much. I don't think sometimes it really does anything, and that's all the way through the voice portion. I do tune it a little bit whenever I'm running like digital FT8 or something.
Okay, Richie, well, I've enjoyed the QSO. I'm going to go ahead and move to the living room and flip over to YouTube, find your channel there, and give a listen. I do appreciate it a lot. I'm going to log you into QRZ on our contact you with a couple of notes. I always like to put some notes every now and then in the comment section and let me sort of remind me of the good QSOs I've had and what we talked about. So 73, you got a great single in Virginia, so you can go ahead and add Virginia to your list there. And I'm going to go ahead and add Oklahoma to my list. And maybe we'll catch you later on tonight or another night. Kilo Jackson 5 Golf Victor Quebec. Kilo Alpha 4 Golf November Delta 73.
73, Ricky, I appreciate you coming to the call and for the first time getting you in the log. And yeah, I feel certain we'll do it again sometime. You have a great evening, and thanks for stopping by. This is KJ5GVQ to Raw Ham. I'm gonna stay here as long as y'all will, I guess. CQ, CQ, CQ. Anybody, anywhere. CQ, CQ, CQ. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec to Raw Ham. Calling CQ on 20 and standing by. CQ, 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 Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Victor Quebec to Raw Ham. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ and standing by.
Hey Richard, this is Ricky again. I got one question. Where'd you get the raw ham from? KJ4GVQ.
Oh, well, back in New Year's when they had all that deal, that guy drove through Bourbon Street and run over those folks. You know, they got the rare ones in New Orleans. Anyway, they didn't have their net that night. And my buddy down in Florida texted me, he says, "You on the radio?" And I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, what frequency?" And I looked at the waterfall and I was like, "Well, let's just go here." And I didn't even think about it being their frequency. Well, I called, frequency in use, nobody came to me. And then so we just started having a little rag chew, and then a few of them would pop in and out, and finally a couple of them come in there and said, "We're just going to call y'all the raw ones. And so that's kind of how it got started. And so yeah, and then I used to do a net on 40 on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock, and it started falling off, dropping off, and so I just got to where I just call CQ instead of do the net. Over.
Okay, well that's some interesting background there. I was kind of thinking when you called yourself the raw ham, I was thinking first that maybe you like to cook barbecue or something, which that's what I used to do as a part-time job. I had a barbecue catering business here in Virginia. Didn't do a lot of brisket, which, get out west, everybody does brisket. All mine was what everybody in this area, which is pulled pork, ham, pork ribs, and good whole smoked bologna chubs.
Hey, I'm originally from South Alabama. I know exactly what you're talking about, and you can't find no decent sausage out west. You just can't. Ain't no sausage better than Conecuh sausage made there in Alabama. Over.
My own sausage these days and my own bacon. I don't get too much for Canadian bacon. I like to buy some good old pork belly. Sometimes I'll get some. I've got a bunch of pork butts. I'll cut them half into the bone end. I'll do the bone end of it pulled pork, and the other end of it I'll turn it into buckboard bacon. That way I'll always get the bacon that I have.
Oh man, you making me hungry now. You're gonna have to quit with all that. But yeah, I'm with you. I'd rather have the pork. Now I don't know that I really want it raw. You end up with a itchy rear end there, Roger.
Well, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna get over there on YouTube and check out the video and make a comment or two, I'm sure. I really enjoyed the kids, though. I appreciate you coming back to me when I come back with a second question. But that did get my curiosity. Have a good evening. Richard, Kilo Alpha 4, Golf, November Delta 73.
73, my friend. Thanks again. And I'm going to hang in here as long as I can get. I generally stop around an hour. I'm at an hour, but I'm having fun. So we'll just see where it goes. Have a great evening, my friend. Until next time. KJ5GVQ calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor Quebec, the raw ham. Calling CQ, CQ. Anybody, anywhere. That's going to be a tough one. I think it was Kilo Delta 6. Man, you are down in the weeds. I don't know if I can pull you out. I got the Kilo Delta 6, I think. Let's try it again. I tried to bring you in a little stronger. Try it one more time. Yeah, I can't even make nothing out now. No contact. Try again later. Maybe we can do it then. Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor Quebec, calling CQ, CQ. Anybody, anywhere. I heard a Kilo Delta 6 again. Is there a relay out there that can help me out? Kilo Delta 6, you still in there? Can you read me? Yeah, I heard you say I got you that time. Try it one more time. I'd definitely love to get you in the log. Alright, man, I got you 5-5 that time, I believe. Kilo Delta 6, Hotel Oscar November, QSL? Alright, Joe, yeah, it looks like first time I've got you in the log, man. The conditions are just tough, my friend. When I hear you, you're super clear. Down in the noise, but real clear. But it's just few and far in between, over. Well, I don't know. It could just be the band, you know. It's been kind of up and down. I'm hoping you don't have no radio problems. How well you reading me? Oh man, well I'm wondering if you just if you do have something going on modulation wise, how much power you're running?
Only about 41.
All right. Well, can you bump it up any, or is that all you got? Roger, Roger. Let me drop down to 40 and see how much it changes my signal. I'm only running 100 watts. That's 40 whiskeys. 40 whiskeys. How copy? Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, I generally like to run QRP sometimes. I don't know. I'm hoping you don't have nothing serious going on. All right, Joe, I lost you again. Man, I wish we could have a better QSO under better conditions. I do like that picture you got on QRZ. Alright, I lost you there, Joe. I'm on break with Kilo Delta 6, Hotel Oscar, November. 73s, but I'm hoping we can meet again under better conditions. From KJ5GVQ. Alright, I think I heard a Victor November in there. November 7, Victor November. QSL? Robert, I lost you in the noise. I had some QRM moved up just north of us. Try that one more time. Copy, coming in good, Olympia, Washington. I've got you at the peaks, probably a 5.6, over. Man, I heard you saying something about better this way. I can barely make you out again. Band conditions is just horrible. What'd you say you give me for a signal report, so I'll make sure I got it right for QRZ? Okay, yeah, I copy 5-7. My QTH is Oklahoma, Chandler, Oklahoma, about an hour east of Oklahoma City, over. Roger, Roger. Yeah, I'm running a FT710 barefoot at around, I guess, yeah, I'm at 100 watts. And I'm streaming this live on YouTube at my call sign to Raw Ham. Roger? Alright, buddy. Yeah, I appreciate you coming to the call. Glad I got you in the log for the first time. And look forward to meeting you down the waterfall another day. 73, my friend. KJ5GVQ calling CQ, 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 CQ20, CQ20, Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor Quebec to Rawham calling CQ and standing by. Alright, there was several y'all in there. I think I heard Kilo November. At least that's what I started typing in.
Yeah, Kilo November 6, November Indian Kilo. Tango November.
Oh, mercy, I think it was 3 or 4 Kilo Novembers. All right, let's try to narrow it down to Kilo November 6th.
Kilo November 6, November India Kilo.
November India Kilo. All right, I got you in there, and I'm not going to forget the Kilo November 6s when we finish this QSO. How you doing, Victor? You down in California, Roger?
Yeah, Roger, you're booming in here. You're definitely 5'9", and I'm talking almost 9, that's 9 on the meter, so you're really booming in here from Oklahoma. Sounding good.
Hey, Roger, that I had you like blowing me out of the chair, and then the others mixed in with you. Good 5'9". Now you dropped a little that time. What is that? Is that a DX10 there on the desk?
That sure is. That's what I'm talking to you on right now. It's FTDX10. It's 100 watts, no linear on this thing. But and I'm talking to you on a wire, an Ed said wire. So not too bad. I pretty much get out where I need to get out.
Hey, Roger that. Well, I'm running a 710, 100 watts with a homebrew fan dipole at about 50 feet. Over.
Well, it's definitely doing the trip for sure. So anyway, I know you want to catch some other people out there because you're doing the YouTube channel. That's pretty good. And you said raw ham. I'll have to look you up.
Yeah, Roger that, man. Check it out. You'll hear what I'm hearing. And right now we're at the hour and 6-minute mark. Over.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. All right, well, you take care. Thanks for taking my call. This is KN6NIK calling 73 to you.
73s, my friend. Thanks again, and hopefully we catch you another night. There was more KNs in there. Let's try the KNs. Kilo Novembers? Any Kilo Novembers? Nothing heard. CQ, CQ, CQ. Kilo Juliet 5. Golf Victor Quebec to Raw Ham calling CQ on 20 and standing by.
Kilo Foxtrot 6 Juliet Whiskey, San Diego.
Alright, maybe it was a Kilo Fox 4.
Kilo Foxtrot 6 Papa Juliet Whiskey in San Diego.
Alright, Kilo Fox 6 Papa Juliet Whiskey QSL?
QSL in San Diego, California.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you in there, Ward. How you doing this evening? You was one of the ones a while ago. It was like 3 of y'all in there, and I heard the other 2, or the other guy with you just then, but y'all was covering one another up. How you doing this evening?
Just fine, thank you. So I got Kilo Juliet 5. What's the rest of it?
Golf Victor Quebec, Germany Victoria Queen.
Got it. Golf Victor Queen. I got it. Okay, thank you. So you get me about 5'9" here to San Diego. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're solid 5'8", bouncing close to that S9, but if I wasn't looking, I'd say 5'9". Your audio sounds good there, Roger.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. And you're in Oklahoma. Well, you have a real nice day there. What was your name?
Name's Richie, and like I say, streaming you on YouTube, so if you want to hear how your audio sounds, check us out, man. We're at the hour and 9-minute mark. Over.
Roger that. You have a nice day, Richie. 73.
73, my friend. Thanks for coming to the call and your patience. There was another Kilo station in there. If you're still in there, come ahead. The other station that was trying to get in with the last 2, you still around? Nothing heard. Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor Quebec to Raw Ham, calling CQ, 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 and standing by. Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor Quebec to Raw Ham calling CQ, 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 CQ20, CQ, anybody, anywhere, love to get you in a log, calling CQ and listening. This is Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor Quebec, the Raw Ham calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Anybody, anywhere. Alright, one more time. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ20, Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor Quebec calling CQ and standing by. Nothing heard. Alright, I guess we'll shut it down. Appreciate everybody that come in there and got the ones in the chat. That was pretty cool. 73s, y'all. KJ5GVQ going to relinquish the frequency.
AC7VA.
Was that AC7V8?
No, that's correct. You got a nice signal here. I'll look at the meter next go around. AC7VA here in the state of Washington.
BA, okay, alright, let me make sure, Alpha Charlie 7 Bravo Alpha?
Negative. Alpha AC7VA, Alpha Charlie 7, Victor Alpha.
Victor Alpha, okay, yeah, you had me all messed up. One time I thought you said ZA and then I wasn't for sure. Alright, AC7 Victor Alpha. Let's get it to populate Gary in Washington. Roger?
QSL there. Just ready to sign off just as I was coming into the shack. So I thought I'd give you a holler and say hi from Washington State.
Hey, roger that, man. I'm glad you come in there. I didn't want to give it up, but I wasn't getting nobody. You know how that goes sometimes. Be the first time I got you in the log, and you got Richie in central Oklahoma, a little town called Chandler. Originally from South Alabama, and I'm streaming this live on YouTube. Over.
Very good there, Richie. Yeah, I got you here about an S7 here all the way through, so a good signal, copy 100%. We're located here in a little town called Grapeview, Grapeview, Washington, and it kind of sits right in between, Olympia and Bremerton here. And we're on the western side of Puget Sound here, QSL.
Yeah, roger that. I can't say I know much about Washington, but it sounds like a beautiful place. See, it says Emerald Lake Drive, so you got to be right there near a lake, I'm thinking. I got a work call coming, and I'm actually on call, but he ain't going to make me come in, but I'm going to have to answer him, so I have to cut it short. But I do appreciate you coming to the call. And like I say, I had you at S7, but if I wasn't looking, I'd have give you a 5.9, over.
Thank you for that there, Richie. Well, it's good to make a contact with you. I got you in the log, and we'll do it again another time. So take that call, and we'll catch up again another time. AC7VA will be listening.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll go ahead and give you the frequency. And you say you're going to put, I got us in as 5.7 both ways. That way we'll match in QRZ. Is that QSL?
QSL. Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks again for coming to the call. And I see your picture there, QRZ. I'm hoping you got a good email. And if so, I'll shoot